Have you ever touched something and felt it was watching you back? Sometimes, the most harmless objects carry stories soaked in sorrow, secrets, and shadows. This is the story of a school teacher, a mysterious medal, and the terrifying truth that nearly claimed my life. Some memories don't fade, they linger, etched deep into the quiet corners of our minds, waiting for the right moment to return. This is one such memory of a medal, a shadowed past, and an experience that made me question everything I believed about reality. My name is Sam. I was a school teacher in Alameda, California. One afternoon during class, I noticed a commotion. Max was trying to snatch something from another student's hand. "What's going on?" I asked. A student replied, "Sir, Max is trying to take Sam's medal." I took the medal and examined it. It was old, large, beautifully crafted. One side bore the engraving of Queen Victoria. On the reverse, Sergeant S.B. Parkins, 6th Dragoon Guards, 1854. "Sam, where did you get this?" I asked. "My grandfather gave it to me, sir," he replied. "He said a white soldier left it at our liquor shop long ago and never came back." My curiosity was piqued. That weekend, I planned a visit to my ancestral village in Bengal. My uncle, a retired history professor, lived there. He'd know more. I borrowed the medal from Sam, promising to return it on Monday. After school, I boarded a late train. The air was thick with dust and chai-scented warmth. When I reached the station near my village, I walked the remaining 2 miles home, through lush fields under an orange-tinged sky. That evening, I took a stroll by the river. The sky was dusky, the water shimmering with fading sunlight. But as I stood there, a strange feeling crept in, an urge, a whisper in my mind, clear and cold: "Jump." I stood frozen. I don't remember deciding not to. Only that I walked away, heart pounding. Later that night, I visited an old childhood friend, Eli. He'd recently moved back to the village after years away. We caught up, shared tea, and then climbed to the terrace for fresh air. The night was quiet. A dog barked in the distance. Crickets sang in the fields below. Eli stepped away to take a phone call. I was alone, and there it was again, stronger this time. The urge, the voice: "Jump." I walked to the edge, my mind blank. Arms slightly raised. Wind curling around me like invisible fingers. "Sam!" Eli called out. That one word shattered the trance. I turned to see him puzzled, walking back toward me. I pretended nothing had happened, but inside, something had shifted. That night, I couldn't sleep. There was a presence, not imagined, not dreamt. I turned toward the window and saw them. Eyes, 2 burning red eyes staring in from the darkness. I couldn't move, couldn't scream. I closed my eyes and stayed that way, frozen, until morning. Morning came with the sound of birds, a rooster crowing, the village waking up. I left for Alameda early that day. And when I returned, I gave the medal back to Sam. A few days later, his grandfather visited the school to speak with me. We sat on a bench under the shade of an old tree. He looked at me closely and said, "You saw something, didn't you?" I nodded. He sighed and said, "The medal is cursed. Anyone outside our family who keeps it feels it. My brother-in-law once took it. Weeks later, he jumped off a terrace. Said someone was calling him. There was a long pause, just the wind rustling the leaves above us. I was relieved and shaken. There are things that dwell outside the edges of logic. Not everything can be explained by science or comforted by faith. Some objects carry more than history. They carry memory, madness, and sometimes something else entirely. Have you ever felt something strange from an old family heirloom? A dream you couldn't explain? A shadow when no light should fall? Tell us in the comments. Your story might just become our next tale. If this story stirred something in you, like, share, and subscribe. This is Room 13 Radio, where stories don't just end, they echo.